now, the Masked Singer.
I know exactly who this is. God.
What is up, everyone? I am Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another episode of Unmasking the Masked Singer. Now that we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, this could take a minute, but let's talk some business first, guys. If you have not been here before, if you're not yet subscribed, any of that stuff, please, guys, hit the subscribe button, smash that bell, smash the like button, and help us out, guys. Don't forget you can help us out with the PayPal donation. Reach out to us on Twitter at chrisknight5150. You can email me, chrisknight at therealreview3000.com. Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, all of that information, everything you want to know about us, where to find us, is down in the description box below. So help us out, guys. This week we're doing Group A again. This is going to be 3 groups, 3 singers. The Snow Owls count as one, which I guess it's not really a competition for money, so that doesn't really matter. But 3 singers, and one of them have to go home. We're going to have to figure out who the singers are and which one is going to go home. And I'm pretty sure I know who all 3 of these people are, or all 4 are. And I'm pretty sure I know who's going to go home. But let's get into this first. Let's start with the Sun. We know things like the fund director gold member badge is shown. She talks about extreme seasons in her life. There's a website, and I'll put it down in the description box below, that gives you all the clues for these guys. I'm not going to read out every one of them, because if you've been watching the show, you know these clues. It says she sprung into existence. I felt like it's the center of the universe. At first, stardom was great, but it was a ton of pressure. I was frozen, but within the darkness of a quiet place, I transformed into a ray of light. The second clue package had things like showing her going into the woods and leaving footprints behind. She says, I love dirt in my toes, a young memory of mine, land that slides as my heart walks the line, things like that. Showed her with a cauldron, purple liquid in it, putting candy canes and blonde pigtails into it. And she says she always likes to look at the bright side, burning ugly rumors out of her life. And it shows her pictured in the circle of candles. Now, I think that's a big thing here. First performance, she's sang Cause I Love You by Lizzo. Second performance was Praying by Kesha. She had a magic 8 ball. She said, will this magic 8 ball help you conjure up my identity? Outlook not so good. I think these are all like kind of leading to like, I don't want to say mystic. I want to say more like meditation and healing naturally type things. I think that's all what the circle of candles and things lead to, or point to. That's kind of where I'm going with that. Judges' guesses: Catherine McPhee, Demi Lovato, Madonna, Mandy Moore, Carrie Underwood. I don't think it's any of those. I still think, and I'm just pretty damn sure, it is Leanne Rimes. Sounds like her. She is either already has or is in the middle of getting ready to release a meditation album, I believe, which the whole thing seems like it just fits her. Talks about, the Mickey Mouse years. She did stuff for Disney, not like, I don't think she was ever directly associated with Disney, but she did do Disney specials and stuff occasionally. The rumors talking about the affair she had and her breakup and all of that, the dark place, the ray of lights, all that stuff, it all really does fit her. And then you hear that voice, it's got to be Leanne Rimes. And I don't think she's going home first. I don't think she's going home this time. Now, up next is the popcorn. The popcorn. The sneak peek episode clue was when you watch my on-screen performance, it will be in 3D, dynamic, delightful, and divalicious. Mirror, mirror on the wall, what makes me the biggest miracle of all? It has Sex in the City references, and then the big one. We're going to go back to the big one that I think kind of gives it away. The green snake, partially eaten red apple, meatloaf, and the thing that says "Welcome to the Hood." That all really does a good job of Original Sin. And Original Sin, again, was covered by Meatloaf, was on his album Welcome to the Neighborhood. And the Original Sin part would be the apple and the snake. Taylor Dayne did that song originally. It really does fit her almost just so well. That one clue. And I've noticed this, that what they do is they'll give you one major clue that has like this answer. When you add everything up, it gives you a direct point at who it is. The clock, for instance, I can't even remember which character it is now, but the clock in Group B is going to tell you exactly who that person is. Says, I wasn't always the healthiest treat. She says she's pictured laying in a hospital bed. She had some issues when she was younger, and I can't remember what it was, but she was not in the greatest of health when she was younger either. Taylor Dayne wasn't. The Rubik's Cube, she was in a group called Rubik's Cube. It's almost like a freaking, just boom. The rainbow flag, I can't remember. I think she opened up one of the gay pride games. Did the opening performance for one of them, if I remember right. She's saying What About Us by Pink for her first song, Falling by Harry Styles for her second song, and the judges' guesses: Tina Turner, Carole Baskin, Mary J. Blige, Gloria Gaynor, Katy Perry, and Vanessa Williams. Gloria Gaynor, I don't know, maybe, I guess I could see that, but not Mary J. Blige, not Tina Turner for sure, not Tina Turner. But it's Taylor Dayne, guys. That's my final guess on this, so that's where I'm going. And it's not going to change, and neither is LeAnn Rimes. I've said that since almost the beginning, so that's where it's at. And she's not going home either. I just don't think so, and I'll explain to you why I think the next people, the Snow Owls, are going home. That's who I think they're going to pick. Or that's who I think. I don't know if it's voted on this year or how it's doing it this year, but the Snow Owls. You can try to figure out who we are, but as for who is more talented, it's a tie. I think that's a reference to a black tie. Their first clue package had took place in a place called Jam-A-Lot. So you haven't seen us together in a while, but it's now time for a family reunion. That kind of made a reference to they're somehow related or tied together. So it was either brother and sister or father, daughter, mother, son, husband, wife, something there. We know that they're related in some way, shape, or form. It says working with him, he's a prankster, a real wise guy, anything for a laugh. It shows talks about working in Hollywood. The male owl was driving the female owl home one day and singing Let It Snow off key to egg her on. I just wanted to make Christmas extra magical. A castle in a forest, a pearl in a shell. Christmas lights on a birdhouse are shown. They talk about always being there for each other. And he says, like, when he was going through a messy breakup and got swept up in an avalanche of emotions. An electric D is shown on the floor. An anchor with the word management. A basketball with DAL on it. All this stuff. All of it references pretty much Lisa Hartman Black and Clint Black. Clint Black is known as a prankster. He did have snow shipped into LA and put on her house to make it seem more like Christmas. So that they say that in one, it's somewhere in these clue packages, and it was just boom, there it was. Also, he was in anger management, anchor management. Dallas, I'm trying to remember what the Dallas reference is, but it does tie back to them. I think that's where they're at now. He went through a really bad breakup with his manager, and not like, just really dealt him a tough hand with his business and his whole career. And she, Lisa Hartman Black, before they got married, was there by his side through the whole thing. And she said, or he said in interviews, that she really kept him focused on things and kept him in the game. And it says something about the water boy. I can't remember what that's all about, but the knotted rope, she was on Knots Landing. A lot of this stuff just points right to her. Plus, again, the sound. All of these guys, you can go online and you can listen to them, and they sound just like them. So I'm going to say the Snow Owls are Lisa Hartman Black and Clint Black. Now, the guesses from the judges were Amy Grant and Vince Gill, Donnie and Marie Osmond, Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, Rachel McAdams, Will Ferrell, Rob Schneider and Ellie King, or L King, however you want to say it, Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood, Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman. Well, it's obvious they're country, but I'm going to say, again, Clint Black, Lisa Hartman Black. Now, why do I think they're going home? Mostly because the songs they're singing, the first one was Say Something by A Great Big World, and the second one was Like I'm Going to Lose You by Meghan Trainor and John Legend. They're great for duets, but they're stuck in an egg, so they're not really moving around a lot. And they're kind of subdued songs. And now when I've done karaoke contests and stuff, you normally will tell people, if you start off with a slow song, your next one better be a showstopper. Something upbeat, something in somebody's face, and pull out all the stops for your second one. If you're high energy all the time, that's not a bad thing, because high energy always keeps people going. Think about Rob Gronkowski last year or last season. It was always fun, upbeat and stuff, and kept him in longer than they probably should have been in. If they don't get out of the egg, and if they don't bring something upbeat to this, I just don't think they're going to win. Popcorn keeps things nice and, pardon the pun, poppy, and the Sun has done stuff that's upbeat too. I just think both of them are going to come up with something that's just better for their chances to move forward. That's just what I think. I could be totally wrong, but I've given you all three of the people who I think they are, and I do think the Snow Owls will be the next ones voted off. But if it's any of the others, Sun is Leanne Rimes, the Popcorn, Taylor Dane, and Snow Owls, Clint Black and Lisa Hartman Black. That's who I think it is, and we'll find out tomorrow. So till next time, I am Chris Knight. This is the Real Review 3000. Please, again, remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help us out with PayPal donation. Reach out to us on Twitter at chrisknight5150. Email me, chrisknight at the Real Review 3000. Let me know if you like this. Give me your who you think these people are down in the description, or down in the comments below. Email them to me. DM me on Twitter. However, everything's open. You can get a hold of me in any one of a number of ways. All that information is down in the description box below. Again, guys, thank you very much for being here. I am officially out of here.
Hey guys, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to both channels, and make sure to check out our friends in the Fandom Minutes. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and BitChute, and you can also send us an email at sean@seanstackhousereacts.com and chrisknight at therealreview3000.com. Be sure to swing by our Teespring store to pick up some awesome merchandise.